In the heart of a bustling city, Sarah moved through life like a ghost, her days consumed by the weight of others' expectations and judgments. Once married, now divorced, she bore the scars of a failed relationship like a badge of shame. The whispers of her family and friends followed her everywhere, a constant reminder of her perceived failure. Each morning, Sarah would wake to the suffocating grip of guilt, a heavy chain that bound her to the past. She tried to bury herself in work, seeking refuge in the monotonous routine of her office job. She tried to bury herself in work, seeking refuge in the monotonous routine of her office job. But no matter how hard she worked, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was living someone else's life, a life defined by the choices and opinions of others. One day, while lost in her thoughts during her lunch break, Sarah bumped into an old friend, Grace. Grace's eyes sparkled with a kind of freedom Sarah had long forgotten. As they caught up over coffee, Grace shared snippets of her own journey, a journey of self-discovery and empowerment following her own divorce. Listening to Grace's stories ignited something within Sarah, a flicker of hope she thought long extinguished. Could it be possible to break free from the chains that bound her? Over the weeks that followed, Sarah found herself drawn to Grace's infectious energy. They laughed, they cried, they shared their deepest fears and insecurities. And with each conversation, Sarah felt the weight of her burdens begin to lift. With Grace's encouragement, Sarah tentatively began exploring her own passions and interests. She dusted off her paintbrushes and rediscovered the joy of creating art. She took up yoga, finding solace in the quiet moments of reflection. And most importantly, she learned to silence the voices of doubt that had plagued her for so long. As Sarah embraced her newfound sense of freedom, she started to see the world through different eyes. No longer defined by her past mistakes, she saw endless possibilities stretching out before her. She realized that her worth wasn't contingent on the approval of others, it came from within. With each step she took towards reclaiming her life, Sarah felt the chains that had bound her for so long begin to loosen their grip. And as she stood on the precipice of a new beginning, she knew that she was finally free to live life on her own terms, free to be herself.